Hello, my name is Chris Crawford, and I am running to be the next Massachusetts Treasurer and Receiver General. I'm running because the people of Massachusetts deserve a treasurer whose primary focus is working for the taxpayers. I have lived in Sherborne for 26 years with my husband Peter, an oncologist and professor at Boston University. Our children, Carter and Cindy, were all raised right here in Massachusetts. Before getting involved in politics, I spent decades working as a software engineer, where I learned the importance of doing things right the first time. I volunteered my time serving as treasurer for everything ranging from a church we previously attended to nonprofit organizations and political campaigns. Currently, I am the treasurer of the Libertarian Association of Massachusetts, where I make sure every penny is primarily accounted for and reported to the government. The treasurer's office is one of the most important in the state, but most people aren't aware of its crucial responsibilities. Largest of all is management of the state retirement fund, over $100 billion worth of investments that fund pensions paid to state employees. I believe the retirement fund must be prioritized with smart and responsive management based on profitability. Unlike my opponent, I do not believe in making investments based on my interpretation of how they'd reflect on my political agenda. The compass guiding our state's investments should be one of pure pragmatism and focus solely on benefiting Bay Staters. The treasurer also sits as chair of the Massachusetts School Building Authority, a public board responsible for handling grants to local school districts for renovations and new construction. I believe we must streamline this process and cut the unwieldy regulations governing school renovations. This allows districts to renovate buildings quicker, cheaper, and more efficiently, and will vastly improve the quality of education our students receive. I want to make sure every child in Massachusetts has a place to learn that is safe, comfortable, and modern. The Massachusetts Lottery is also administered by the treasurer, and I intend to make sure our lottery is well run, keeping costs down so that as much of the revenue as possible can go to its intended uses. Proceeds from the lottery are returned as local aid to the 351 towns and cities of Massachusetts and are used wherever that city or town needs it most, be that snow removal, senior programs, road improvements, or parks, or anything else. A major area where the treasurer can have an impact is the Alcoholic Beverages Control Commission. Our liquor regulations are severely outdated, and if elected, I will work tirelessly to modernize them, making it easier for small business owners to operate in this state. There are numerous other boards, commissions, and departments under the supervision of the treasurer, but the one I am most excited for is the opportunity to appoint a member to the Cannabis Control Commission. Since Massachusetts legalized recreational cannabis, there has been a massive regulatory framework built, leading to high prices and consolidation of market share into the hands of wealthy corporations at the expense of small entrepreneurs. There are still poor people sitting in prison for the sale of cannabis, while the wealthy and well-connected make millions. This system of greed is shocking, and I am committed to putting forth a nominee who will fight to democratize the Massachusetts cannabis industry. I want to speak for a moment about my political party. I am running this election as a libertarian. You might be asking yourself if that means I am not serious about winning. In fact, the opposite is true. I am running as a libertarian because that is what our great state needs, a treasurer who is not part of the political establishment, a treasurer who doesn't owe favors to party leadership, and who knows their only responsibility is to the people of this state. If you, like me, believe that independent oversight is critical to good government, then I urge you to trust me with your vote this November. Together we can meet any challenge and keep this state on track for generations to come. If you'd like to learn more about my campaign, you can go to chriscrawford.com. I'd like to thank Quincy Access TV for allowing me and my fellow candidates for other statewide offices the opportunity to speak directly to you today. I hope I can count on your support.